we started on the fast track a little bit, just jumping and landing, and you guys got your bearings, and then we went through a fast progression, very fast. And one of the things that we say is if you're 60% there, you're ready to move on to the next step. 60% there.
That sounds dangerous.
It sounds dangerous, right?
Put it.
But guess what you do? Every time you come in, you go back to step one.
Yeah.
And the best athletes in the world are the ones that can do step A, B, C, all the foundation, 99% perfect, flawless, right? And you always go back to that. It doesn't matter what level of an athlete you are, you always have to come back and do the fundamentals. Work on the drills, work on the basics, and then go try bigger things. So everything has a progression, right? So we're gonna take a little cautious risk here. We're gonna send one of you guys on a little adventure, and we're gonna have John just jump up in the middle and start bouncing a little bit. So the first thing you're gonna do is just with your arms down, small bounces like we did on the tumble track. And then on the maybe 5th or so bounce, I want you to try to stick the landing, see what happens. Yeah, that gets a little trickier, right? Yeah. So it's gonna give you a way better recoil, way better back bounce. So what I want you to try to do is just stand where you are, get into a partial squat. I want you to imagine that there's a ceiling right over your head, and I want you to just try to pull your legs up to your chest as fast as you can. I haven't taught you this, but I just want you to try to lift your legs up. Yeah, like that. Feel that? It's gonna feel weird. That's almost like mogul skiing right there. It's like powder skiing, right? Yeah. So it's just another way of kind of starting to get you in the groove. Now, that is gonna be how you freeze your bounce on the trampoline. So I'm gonna have you bounce. On the 5th bounce, when you stick the landing, you're actually not gonna stick and fix your feet to the tramp. You're gonna pull the legs up, and that's gonna freeze you. Okay, so try that. Now go ahead and freeze. Yeah, not bad. Even allow the feet to touch, and then pull the legs up, freeze. Try that again. Not bad, better, right? You feel that? Yeah. So that's how you freeze. Let's say you're doing a big trip, triple back, triple front. That's what you do every morning for breakfast. And then all of a sudden you're about to fly off the trampoline, freeze the bounce. Cool?
Yeah.
So now, can you balance with your feet a little closer together and your arms up? We're gonna go a little more gymnastic style here. Yeah, there you go. Can you lock your elbows out, make your arms straight? Yeah, that's your gymnastic spring. And on the 5th or so, see if you can stick the landing. Not bad. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And now when we stick the landing, arms always in front because that gives us a little bit more of leverage and we can get a little better grounding. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. So now, we're gonna add something here. What we're gonna add is we're gonna add an arm circle. So as you're bouncing, I almost want you to think arm circle. Arm circle.
Every time you're going
Every time. And when your arms are over your head, I kind of want you to hold your arms there for a second.
Okay.
Okay? Show me what you got.
And again,
Hold. Yeah. Hold. Hold. There you go. There you go. And now go ahead and freeze it on this one. Yeah. Nice work, dude. Finish?
Yeah.
And then you have to get the fist pump. Bam. Yes. Now, check this out. This is the next set. Can you do a little seat drop? And a seat drop is the same thing we did onto the mat when we were doing the front flip drill, where you just land, hands down, back flat. Hands down, back flat. Can you do that? See what that looks like. Doesn't have to be too high. There you go, back to stand. Beautiful. There you go. Look at that. Easy. You feel it?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna do the next step. It's called a table drop or just all fours. And it looks like this. No bounce. I just want you to drop your hands and knees down to the trampoline as fast as you can. So it goes from here, drop, stand. Key thing is that your hands travel a little faster than your knees. So look at my hands. They have to travel longer distances than my knees. Straight down, bam. Knees and hands touch at the same time. The other thing is that you never jump forward. Always think about landing with your belly button right on top of your original base of support. So my belly is on top of my feet, it's gonna land there. You guys see I never moved? I never jumped forward, right? So let's give that a shot, see how that feels. So right in the center.
You don't really jump at all?
Yeah, you just have to give yourself like a little bounce. There you go, like that. And now stay with your belly button right on top of that center. One more time.
Oh, I kind
A
of
little
went.
slower with the hands. I like how you're going fast. See, these guys listen, so they go for it. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, good. No problem, right? Beautiful. Now,
Is that awkward?
usually we would teach you guys how to do a backdrop first, but you guys are gonna be okay because we're gonna keep it low and safe. And what I want you to do, from your table, I'm gonna have you roll forward. So you're gonna get into a table, we're actually gonna scoot back a little bit. And all you're gonna do is this. On the third bounce, so 1, 2, 3, forward roll. Cool? Let's give that a shot, see what that feels. Notice I traveled forward a little bit. So you're just gonna go into a table. On the third bounce, you're just gonna roll slowly forward. Yeah, there you go, yes. And ideally we land on our back and we stand up, which you did.
Stand up, yeah.
Yeah. You just have to land a little bit more on your upper back. Let's do it one more time. That's your position, and then you will roll slowly and stand. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Trying to change things up is perfect. All right, so now next step. Can you go seat, table, bounce a couple times, roll, stand. And if you feel really comfortable, you just go seat, table, roll, stand. Right?
Oh, so cool.
Right? That's your front
That's
foot.
awesome.
That's your front foot. All right, go for it, John. You're up.
So seat, table, roll.
Yeah, seat, table. Yeah, roll and stand. Now, can you
good.
go in a row? So go seat, table right away. Roll to your back. It doesn't have to be too high. Roll. Yeah. Stand. Woo! Oh, good. He's going. He's
That was
going
good.
big.
I committed.
Try one more time. Try one more time.
Totally. Nice and easy. Slow movements from one side to another. Easy, easy, easy. Stand. Yes.